What's going on, everybody? Today I forgot to do a video yesterday to do my intro to my session yesterday, so I'm gonna do it today. I know trust me, I promise you guys at some point I'm gonna get a stand for this damn phone, but in the meantime, yeah, I gotta deal with it. All right. But before we get into the workout, I want to talk about the flip. So, and when I say the flip, I mean like the switch, the flipping of the switch. For me personally, what got me into my current mindset. And let me explain something to you guys. I'm not exactly where I want to be, but I'm happy where I'm going. I know where my path is. Well, I like to think that anyway. And I just want to talk about flipping that switch, experiencing change, and understanding what that leads to. So I know me personally, like I told you guys in my first video, I was a little lost, a little confused, just like frustrated. And I got down and I prayed and I figured out, all right, where do I want to be? And I asked for guidance. I asked for conviction and the right thing to do for myself. And what I woke up literally the next morning with this new type of vigor, I guess you would call it, this new type of energy that I've been on ever since. And let me explain something to you guys. It's not all sunshine and rainbows, and it's not always a positive day. I have my bad days and I have my great days. Ever since I started doing this YouTube stuff, just the 2 videos that I've done so far, it's been positive. It's allowed me to express myself the way I need to express myself, and also allowed me to do, what I need to do to be successful. And it kind of holds me to, it holds me to a standard or whatever. But get off subject. So the thing about change also is, especially when change is immediate and when you flip that switch, you gotta expect things to come along with that. I know for a fact that ever since my behavior started changing, people were like, what the hell? What's people were happy, people were also concerned, people were just like confused, like where did this go? Because it's kind of like a 180. And it's not always a 180 in a good way. There's certain things that you have to get through to make sure that you're going where you got to get to. All right. I know that wasn't the cleanest explanation, but just understand that change, especially when it's sudden, can be a little bit of a bumpy road, because it's not step by step. Sometimes change is great when you take it a little bit at a time, but sometimes, you just have to make drastic decisions on who you want to be and what you want to do with your life. And it's okay to do that as well. It's great to take things slow. It's great to take things day by day. But if you know that you want something better for yourself, and you know where you messed up, and you know how to improve, and you know what you got to do, just do it. There's nothing wrong with doing a complete 180 and staying focused and staying on a path. So that's what I did. That's where I am. That's why I'm doing this whole YouTube thing, documenting my journey. But yeah, that's enough for today. Let's get into the workout.
So we're starting off with our warm-up here. Please excuse the zoom in and zooming out. My daughter was my camera woman today. She did a pretty good job. I can't really complain. So we'll start off with some rope waves here. Pretty good set of 40 here. Then we're going to start the transition into our jump ropes. Jump rope has always been easier for me. If I do say so myself, I'm pretty light on my feet. But I'll leave that up for you guys to decide. One thing I do got to work on is keeping my head down, but we'll work on that. Then we're going to finish up here with some leg raises. Nice little small set to finish off this. Right, we get into our circuit here with some low to high pulls. These are not fun at all, but as my trainer said, they have some real life applications, so they got to get done at some point. But just trying to knock these out. And I know here, don't mention it, my form is terrible today. But like I told you guys, I tore my MCL in 2014. Still working on getting full range of motion for my squats. Finishing off here with some cable curls. I'm exhausted at this point, but once again, that's where the muscle grows.
Just finished today's circuit work. That was a lot. So I always hate feeling like this, but love feeling like this at the same time. If y'all been through the pain, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. Now it's time to get undressed, check the scale. Unlike a lot of fitness professionals or fitness experts, they say don't weigh yourself every day. It only has a chance to not motivate you when you see that scale go up, or it doesn't move at all. The reality behind it is they're right and they can be wrong. It depends on the individual. Yes, the scale does not determine how much your body is changing because, as we all know, muscle weighs more than fat, and takes up a little bit less space. So while the scale might reflect that you may be going up in weight or maybe not dropping the fat that you want, or not going down, I should say, doesn't mean that your body's not changing. Me personally, I use that as motivation a little bit. It's a psychological effect. It makes no sense whatsoever, but it's something I do and I share it every day, well, mostly every day. So like I said, when the scale goes up, I know that it could be some weight, but in reality, I know that maybe I need to tweak a couple things in my diet. Maybe I didn't go 100%. Maybe I just went 85, 75. So that allows me, like, I'm gonna keep it pushing. And when those numbers go down, I know I'm working my butt off. I know I'm taking in my protein. So I know I'm not losing the muscle. So it even motivates me knowing I'm losing that water weight or losing the fat. Either way, the numbers going down just makes you feel good, motivates me to keep pushing. So at the end of the day, do what you do. Do whatever makes you feel better. If going on a scale once a week is better for you, or if you see those numbers goes up, it's not going to motivate you anymore, then don't do it every day. But if you like seeing that change day by day by day, do it every day. It's totally up to you. All right, now let's hit the scale. I'm naked. Got my socks on because my right foot's ugly. I'm not showing y'all my feet. Let's see what we're talking about. Ooh, 245.8. Keep in mind that the scale, I have my phone in my hand, so let's take off an ounce for that. So phone's in my hand. I said I gotta be at least another ounce or two. Couple ounces anyway. Yeah, all right, now let me hop in the shower real quick and I'll see y'all later. What I tell you guys?
For those who couldn't see, that was 244.8.
Not even my breakfast. This is what I'm going to eat today. I know. Bear with me for a second. Processed foods, no bueno. However, Lazy Man Fitness Trip. If you got to go fast food, make sure everything fits into your macros or what you want to do. I try to stick into a 1,500 to 1,700 calorie diet. So with right here I have excuse my ashy hands. Yeah, like I said, ashy hands, just hopped out the shower, straight out the gym. Listen, macros. I have 750 calories between my coffee and my bacon, egg, and cheese on an English muffin. Then I have another 84 grams of protein here and only another 460 calories. So that brings me close to like 1,100, 1,200 calories for the day. Limited sugar and limited cream in this coffee. I can't take it black, so I keep the dairy and sugar to a minimum. But yeah, so if you can't get up in the morning and figure it out in the kitchen, always make sure you have an alternative. So Lazy Man Fitness tip number 1.
So this is the problem with not meal prepping. I was forced to go to the cafeteria. They didn't have anything great, so I had to stick with some General Tso's chicken, and of course they put too much sauce and too much chicken, which exceeds the order that they told me goes on the meal. It's supposed to be 3 pieces of chicken. They gave me 4 and put extra sauce. I don't know why they did that, but they did. But this is pretty much a good reason why you should meal prep, despite maybe you hating it. So still lesson I gotta learn. I think that's what I'm gonna start focusing on next. What is a meal prep that I can do that I can eat consistently so I don't run into situations like this?
What I decided to do is actually take a paper towel and wipe a lot of that sauce off. As you can see, it's still sauce on there, but still, as it wasn't as flooded as it was before. So got some of that sauce off, throw out some of this rice, ate most of it. Yeah, so
You know, life hands you lemons, make lemonade. Figure it out, guys. That's the name of the game. That's pretty much it for today, or should I say yesterday. Lesson learned here today. When things aren't going according to plan, you gotta sit down, reorganize, and do what you gotta do. It's so easy just to quit. I could easily said, you know what, meal plan is out the window, so let's just eat whatever. No, we had to get a little bit creative, but this is also a good lesson to show why meal prep is so important. This is why it's been so successful for many people have been successful with it. So even though I don't like to do it, it's probably going to something that needs to happen for me to be consistent and me to continue to see the progress that I had. So yeah, next thing we're gonna do is find some meals. We're gonna cook them up, show it to you here, and prep them so this doesn't happen to us again. And also, like I said earlier, change isn't easy, but a lot of times it's necessary. Don't be afraid to make those drastic changes immediately if they need to be done. If you understand that you need to make changes and you need to take it slow, go ahead and do that. But if you want things in your life and you know what you need to do, don't put it off till tomorrow. Why? If you can make a change today. There's nothing wrong with that. Don't expect everything to be abundant as far as your blessings because you made those changes immediately, because sometimes it takes time for those changes to have some real world applications and see the fruits of your labor. So don't expect to make a change and be like, I made the change, why are things not happening for me? Take your time, and it's not, I know I'm preaching something I need to be listening to myself. Sometimes I get frustrated with how long it's taking for me to see the fruits of my labor or see the benefits of these changes, but I know it's coming. So sometimes I just got to be patient and continue on the path and not deviate, because regardless if the outcomes I want aren't immediate, I know it needs to be done regardless, so why stop? So for all you out there that know you need to make changes, make a promise to yourself to flip the switch. Start today. Peace out.